Southasia Partnership and Youth for Action present the 8th South Asian Public Forum for Engendering Democratic Governance in South Asia, 19th April 2010, Hyderabad, India. The South Asian Public Forum, as a joint civil society initiative parallel to SARC in cooperation with its partner Youth for Action YFA Hyderabad, India, provided a platform to discuss on selected themes such as engendering democracy, policy and practices in South Asia, addressing violence against women in politics, best practices and coping mechanism, South Asian Women's Parliamentary Caucus, relevance, issue and way forward. A proactive discussion on the policies and practices for engendering democracy took place.
When we talk about engendering democratic governance, it's not a number game only. I think we have to talk about how to give real decision-making power to women, how women can be empowered to reach to that level.
And then the violence, both at the domestic as well as in the politics, is growing. Violence, it doesn't mean that somebody goes and hits a woman, but violence can be something like social or something like which is not seen from the outside, but it happens in the party, it happens into all these kind of a structure. So therefore, in the indicators, it's still we have to go a long way before we achieve anything.
As he said, the issue for all of us is, are women really valued as human beings? Now we have different scenarios in our countries. Some countries have female infanticide, others don't have that. But then in parts of India too, like in Kerala, where the indicators are very good, in Sri Lanka, as he said, where the indicators are very good, still we have, in my country, only 5% of women in parliament, as you said. So why the contradictions? That means to say, all our countries have not addressed the reality of gender-based discrimination.
Even for getting 33% reservations, women has to fight their male counterpart in Lok Sabha. Now, more than 1 million of our women are politically empowered at the grassroots level. Women must also be motivated to fight discrimination, and they should work determinedly for their own empowerment. Women participating in politics is definitely not a bed of roses for they will have to face challenges from their male counterparts as well as their female colleagues also. As a lady politician, I suffered a lot only because I want to serve people sincerely.
इस बात की प्रशंसा करना चाहता हूं कि यूथ फॉर एक्शन, जिसने भारत के कृषक ग्रामीण महिलाओं को संगठित करके न केवल एक राज्य में बल्कि देश के 1.5 दर्जन राज्यों में उनके संगठनों को मजबूत किया, उनकी परिस्थितियों को समझा और उसका कई प्रकार से महिलाओं के और मुख्य रूप से कृषक महिलाओं के, जिनका जंगलों के साथ संबंध होता है, खेती की बाड़ी के साथ संबंध होता है, उनके कार्यक्रमों पर प्रभाव पड़ा और उस संगठन के माध्यम से यूथ फॉर एक्शन ने जैसे कि अपने देश में योजना आयोग, ग्रामीण कृषक आयोग आदि के लोगों को भी प्रभावित किया और आज कई योजनाओं पर कई नीतियों में इस दिशा में तब्दीली हुई और मुझे आशा है कि जो राजनीति में महिलाओं की भागीदारी और जो हिंसा से संबंधित जो नया मतलब यह है कि पूरे दक्षिणी एशिया के लिए जो ये कार्यक्रम और विचार गोष्ठियाँ और नई राजनीति लाने की जो बात की जा रही है, तो यूथ फॉर एक्शन के अनुभवों का लाभ इस फोरम को मिलेगा, ऐसा मुझे विश्वास है.
A few participants spoke about the shared best practices of coping mechanism to address violence against women in politics.
When we talk about women in politics, it's not, we need to also kind of define what we mean by women in politics. It's not just women who are represented in parliament or in the local bodies, and we have to have a much broader understanding of women in politics. When women are organized, when women form self-help groups, when they are networking, all these things are also leading to a certain kind of empowerment. Even stepping out of the house in certain cases is a very big step. And this is all part of engaging in and with politics.
India can boast of having the largest number of elected women representatives in the world. This is the number that India has is more than all the elected representatives put together in the world. Look at our representation of women in the national level, that is in the parliament, in the lower house, just 22 women MPs, 499 members in 1952 in the first general election, just 4%. After 60 years, this we could double to 44 in 2004, that is 8%. And in the current Lok Sabha, we have 59 women MPs out of 545 total MPs, and that is 10.8%. List of about 186 countries, or India is 97th rank.
मैं एक राइटर औरत हूँ, शायद इसीलिए इस दुनिया को देखने और समझने का मेरा अंदाज एक मर्द के जैसा नहीं है। औरत चाहे हिंदू हो या मुसलमान, उसे आगे बढ़ने कुछ करने के लिए कई कठिन रास्तों से गुजरना पड़ता है, और आज उसका मजहब, उसका समाज, उसकी गवर्नमेंट बहुत कम उसकी मदद करती है।
Despite the remarkable progress that women have made in many professions, politics is not one of them. Around the world, and not just in South Asian countries, women have been conspicuous by their absence in the decision and policy making in the government. And as we have come here to discuss, violence against women in politics is both a deterrent and a hindrance to those women who have taken it upon themselves to make a difference. When we are talking about violence as a reality of the world in which we live, a world going by the many instances of violence reported, a world that doesn't seem to be taking too kindly to women as active participants in shaping the constitution by which most of us live, the term violence is far more difficult to define. To bring about a real change, we need to change the social environment.
There were also views on strengthening partnership of civil society to advocate the formation of South Asian Regional Women Parliamentarian Caucus. Ms. Mannemma says, presently 50% women in the villages, especially in the rural remote areas, suffer from backwardness and ignorance. My sincere request to Youth for Action is that many more meetings should be conducted in order to help women change their attitude. Women should take part in politics, not only in reserved category, but also in general category, and they should come up. They shouldn't depend upon so-called 33% and 50% reservation. With their full capacity, they need to go forward. My suggestions to the newcomers in politics is, be bold enough to face the situations and have confidence in yourself. If you follow these, you can reach your destination. YFA is taking the lead to link this vital issue through networking and policy advocacy, both at the national level and also at the international level.